Okay, when you're filming your lifts, you need to film them from a lateral view, especially when you're doing your big lifts like your deadlifts, your squat, your bench pressing, your overhead pressing, because what your coach needs to be able to see is something called the bar path. Yes, the coach is looking at what you're doing with your body when you lift, but they're also looking at how smooth the bar path is as an indication of where it is that you have weaknesses in your technique. When you're filming yourself, you don't want your body to be this big and you've got that much background. You want your body to take up most of the camera space, okay? So this is my little setup over here. Plates like this that have got that little groove, sometimes your phone will just slot into that groove and it'll stand up quite well. Also too, you can use like your water bottle or a kettlebell and just lean it. Not doing too well, am I? Just lean it against like that. There's quite a bit of stigma attached to the idea of filming your lifts. And personally, my lifting changed completely when I got myself a coach who used to film my lifts. The first powerlifting coach, amazing, Eli, shout out. Because we could both see what was happening in my lifts, he could pinpoint where I needed to adjust my technique. And that became such a powerful tool because quite often when you're lifting, you'll be thinking about what you do with your body. When you finish your lifting, you go back and you watch your footage, you can often see where it is that you go wrong or what it is you do well. So it becomes this extra layer of self-education when you watch your videos. So when you start out and you're like, oh, look, I just don't like to film myself, honestly, as you get past that, it's no longer a thing. You no longer have this negative emotional attachment to what filming yourself means. Girls, you've got to get past that place. You've got to get past that place where you care more about what other people think of you than what the actual purpose is behind what you're doing. Give a fuck what anyone else thinks, because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I have confidence in what I'm doing, and someone else watching me, if they're like, oh my God, oh, have you heard the noises that girl makes when she's lifting? Someone who thinks that doesn't actually know how to lift themselves, or they don't know how to get the most out of their lifting. So why would I value their judgment of what I'm doing when I know what I'm doing? It's the same with the thought of make those ugly faces when I lift. No. You wear those ugly faces like a badge of honor, because if you are training that hard, which is what you need to do if you really want to change your body, you have to work so hard that the ugly faces are a part of that, and you no longer worry about what other people think, because most people want that goal as well. Chances are they don't know, or they're not doing it for themselves. So don't value their opinion, value the opinion you have of yourself and of the coach who you're working with, because I guarantee they do the faces, the noises and the filming. Video mode, always, especially if you're someone who works with chalk, you're gonna have a bit of residue on your phone. So always just wipe your camera. Okay, I'm gonna press record. And so let me just do my lifts and then we'll go into having a look at the phone. As a coach looking at this, ideally I'd get my camera up on a box, because see how much the plate is actually hiding a lot of what I'm doing with my body. If I can, especially with a plate this big, get the camera to elevate a bit more so we can full torso as I go through the lift. So, like I mentioned, with any of your lifts, if you've got a really great coach, they're gonna want you to film your lifts. My advice is, go and do your deadlifts, do your filming, because you're all good with that. And then watch your videos and listen to what the coach's instructions have been of how to deadlift. And that's, like I said, this is how you start to create the self-awareness and the ownership of your progress and your learning. Because the more you can do that, the more self-empowered you're going to become long-term.